Hi, this screencast will show you how to understand a GraphGIST. What is a GraphGIST? It's a visual modeling tool customized to graph databases. GISTs are contributed by the community and they represent different use cases. Why do we use GraphGIST? GraphGIST make it easy to understand graph database technology and the various use cases that can apply. Who uses them? Anyone can use it. We can quickly understand an existing gist because it is so simple and intuitive. You can even produce your very own sample use case. How do we use one? If you want to get started on understanding the use of existing gists, stay tuned. At the main GraphGIST page, you can click here to view the entire collection of gists, categorized by their. When you browse a specific gist, you usually first see an overview, the context, and other relevant metadata that lets you better understand the domain and the use case. Diagrams are also often included. Next, you see query boxes that contain the writer's command inputs to the embedded graph database. The first query initializes a sample dataset for the gist. The dataset initialized is often displayed in an interactive graph shown below the query box. You can expand the graph or move the nodes around for better visualization. You may also download a static image of the graph in an SVG file format. Subsequent query boxes, as you can see here, display sample queries used to analyze the data in the database. Their results are presented in a simple table below each query box. Each GIST also has an embedded console that you can use to attempt Cypher queries live. Finally, check out other readers' feedback on this GIST or leave a comment yourself at the end of the page. You can also like or share the page on various social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Now that you know all the main features of a typical GIST, let me step you through a sample GIST page that I've previously created, the GraphGIST of GraphGIST. First, let me introduce the use case. Here, we are attempting to model a simplified content management system, or CMS in short, which is used to organize and analyze the repository of GraphGIST submitted on this website. We recognize that graph technologies have mostly been unexplored in the software engineering domain, but many believe that graphs have great potential in delivering new insights from data, which will likely be a game changer in big data. So what are we going to do about it here? Neo4j's GraphGIST Wiki is a growing repository of use cases that can demonstrate how graph databases can uncover the potential behind connected data. In fact, these use cases themselves form a valuable data set that can be better organized and analyzed to produce useful insights. Interested end users can understand the application of graph databases across different domains. This diagram explains the data model or schema that I've adopted for my graph database. For simplicity, I used 15 GraphGISTs in the Wiki repository to initialize my data set here. This is the interactive graph mapping of the dataset. To illustrate the power of graph databases in this CMS, I used 5 sample Cypher queries to answer some common questions that end users likely have. For example, someone working in a bank may be interested in just use cases relevant to the finance domain. Near the end of my GIST page, you can find the Live Console button. Click to display it, and voila! Enjoy playing around with my Cypher commands. Run each Cypher query by clicking on this button. Finally, leave a comment or share my GIST page on Twitter if you'd like to. Hope you enjoyed this screencast.